Hi there, welcome back to my kitchen. I know it's been a hot minute. You'll have to excuse me. As a former singer, I have Steve Perry'd my voice so it doesn't sound like it used to. As a matter of fact, it sounds like I got damn gravel in the throat. Oh. Okay, today we're making what I call Spanish/Mexican lasagna. Let me show you what all you'll need. Here's the idea, the inspiration. Corn tortillas, salsa. First thing, you're going to spray your pan. I told him to get the rustic cut. I don't know why he buys the baby cheese, but he does the shopping because, you know, your girl's homesick. Those are your cheeses. I'm going to put in green chilies, enchilada sauce. Instead of hamburger meat, I'm going to use this because this is just stuff out of cans. Instead of Los Negros or Pintos, I got these and I'm going to use the sauce because it gives it more flavor without me having to add it. And then we are going to sneak in these. It looks like a lot. I probably won't use it. And then, of course, it's that time of year again, folks. Fixing to make mad money on those. That's a southern delicacy. It is on my page. And then for any extra seasoning, we're going to use this. And I need this for those ball green peanuts, as we call it in the South. So let's hope that took well. Won't know till I do it. If you hear background noise, the husband's outside the wall. He had to put new blades on his lawnmower. Let me get something to drink, good Lord. He had to put blades on his lawnmower, and I got a fan running because, hang on, I'll do that. Where is my drink? Okay, I'm back. The girl has an intestinal virus. How the hell you get that, I don't know. But when you have IBS, and I can't believe I'm talking about IBS and food in the same lick. But, whew, had to get me something to drink. Hang on. Been living on Pedialyte because I'm sweating worse than a hoe in church. Hang on. Oh, Pedialyte. So sometimes my voice sounds funny, sometimes it doesn't. Latest gift from hubby. It's a Ruby Pandora. La, 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 la. Anyway, I've got my trash bucket behind me. So what you want to do first is layer. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. Let's see if this works. Nope. I gotta find something that's obviously gonna be in the way. Come on, man. Alright. That's in my way, but not in yours, so I'm not good at editing, so what you want to do is take that spray bottle and I'm using it to prop my thing up, but as you can see, it's nice and greased. Then you want to take, now you can use flour, but instead of putting actual corn in it, because I'm sorry, it's going to be gross, but you know, I got to put some kind of humor to it. I just don't understand eating food that goes in and comes out the same way. What good is it if I can't digest it? Anywho, you want to take these, they're corn. I'm trying to make this as diabetic as friendly, so you just cover the bottom after you've sprayed it. That's 4. Okay, so we got Ta-da! Layer 1 down to a science. Oh boy. Now I gotta put this back like I had it. Oh well. So then you take, now you want this to be wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this old bottle of, I was going to say seltzer. I've lost my damn mind. And the lids. Alright. Anyway, you want to take your salsa and spread it across the 6 tortillas underneath. And around here times are hard, so we're going to add just a little bit of water to that to get all of it, because I don't know where y'all are at, but food prices has gotten just downright stupid. And forget going out to eat. Okay, that's in the trash. Now take the second. You can use hot, mild, picante, salsa, whatever. We go mild around here because we're too old to be wild. Okay, so I'm gonna put a good steady layer of that down. Okay, set that off to the side. Oh, there is my lids. Woohoo! Yay! Because that has to go back. Alright. So, okay, where was I got my fan running because having this flu and trying to cook at the same time is no fun. So then you want to take and spread that salsa. Don't worry, I'll have to ghetto record this because I didn't want to use my selfie stick because it's cheap. So you want your bottom layer. Okay, I need a paper towel and move to Antarctica. It's been so damn hot here in the south. It's so hot here, y'all, that even the tap water, and yes, I'm in my nightgown, even the tap water is hot. I'm not kidding. So, okay, this is what it'll look like. Remember, there's 6 tortillas and then the salsa just to, for shits and giggles. Alright, now what I'm going to do is get the big can, because this pot is bigger than what it appears. Get the Hormeli. Oh! Okay, it's been a while and I do not feel good, but I wanted to share this because I found it and I thought it was just great. Alright, can we please not have any more problems like that? This reminds me of when Cobes sets his phone up and it falls 45 times. Okay, anyway, so now what we want to do, as I was saying, I got to figure out which can opener to use, because like Josh, sometimes these things, plus I got Mr. Electric over here, but for the sake of video. So anyway, this is going to be your next layer, Hormel chili, no beans. Normally the recipe calls, sorry y'all, I got a bad back and I'm sick trying to make a video, but I wanted to share this because the inspiration that it comes from on a short, that person used flour tortillas, hamburger meat, taco seasoning, and cheese, and I'm like, you got to put some kind of vegetable in it, so that's why I added the beans and the rotel and so forth. Now, if it doesn't have enough seasoning, you want to add a little bit of this to it, give it a little zippity-doo-dah, and you can do this according to what your family likes. This will serve a family of 5, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 healthy servings in this pan, which I think is an 11 by something or another. Alright. Now, so let's see if this Amazon gadget is going to let me down. Alright, get out of my way with that. Alright, let's see. So how y'all been doing? I'm sorry I haven't been on my channel much. I had a health scare and been having to take care of myself. I've been doing some shorts because they're just easier to do. And I apologize again for my voice and the background noise because I got a fan blowing on me. I'm sick with with a virus. And I'm sweating. Oh Lord. I don't know how somebody can sweat in a house that's got the temperature of 68. Alright. Did that work? Oh shit, who would know? Okay. If you see this watermelon gadget on Amazon, don't bother. It just train wrecked. Hang on, I'm looking for something. The husband's always moving stuff around. Let's see if that worked. I don't think so. So, if you see this one that says Miss Tanalo, don't buy it. It barely works half the time. And it's funny because if you bump the drawer at 3 a.m., that thing will go off and scare the bejesus out of you. So I guess you're just going to have to watch an old lady, as I've been referred to. You'll have to go to my shorts and look for the black and white. You'll have to scroll down and look for the black and white heavy metal granny short I made because somebody seems to think that I am very old. If only you knew. Anyway. So now I'm going to open up my can of meat because I didn't want to cook over a hot stove and me about half sick. So this is going to be a layering effect. Okay. And I did not say it was healthy or good for you. And I picked that old need another one. Woo! Okay. Woo! The husband had to go to town, so he got everything I asked for. So it kind of looks like bubble guts. Yuck. So then you just pour this meat right on top of the salsa. And I got to sneak the green chilies in because my husband will be like, oh, you ruined it with that. I swear he bitches worse than a woman. So he likes Coors Light, so I just tell him, shut the hell up. Go drink your bitch juice and let a woman do her thing. Now this is coming from someone that's been married for over 40 years, so any marital advice, leave in the comments. I'll be glad to help you out. Sometimes I don't know which was harder to raise, husbands or boys, and yes, I have more than one of all. Alright, so as you can see, not exactly the application, but I'll pick it up and set it back down for you. I may not have to use, I might have went overboard because the person that I got it off of, they made theirs very different. And I thought, so, and this is a 2-pound bag, 2-pound, edit, I wish I could edit, but anyway, this is a 2-pound can. Over here to my trash bowl, as Rachel Ray says. Then what you want to do is watch your stuff fly backwards. Alright, this is getting annoying. Stay, I see. Alright. So then, let me get back over here. How about right here? So I use the Rotel. It is the original. And this is how the hubby is. I want none of that green chilies. But as you can plainly see, this has green chilies in it. So I'm going to, and this is going to be wet, but it'll bake out, so don't sweat that. So then you take your rotel, and remember you got to keep the water because the corn tortilla, and just splash them on in there. I may use this other can, but not right now. Okay, so this is your first layer. And again, I apologize. I hope my voice is picking up. I have a fan on me because I am profusely sweating on augmentin. Yet another infection from, I don't know, being old. Yeah, there you go, being old. Okay. Again, with the taco seasoning, we like to season our food here. So this time I'm going to go a little bit nuts with it. And I don't use black pepper. Let me get some white pepper. Oh, where did my husband put my white pepper? Oh, no garlic. Okay, white pepper. I prefer the white pepper because black pepper. Okay, that's about enough of that mess. Black peppers just don't have no nutritional value. Again, stuff that goes in and comes out the same way. Okay, enough of that. So this is what I'm working with. That's everything you saw me add. This ghetto productions I got going on over here. I actually sang on that record label once upon a time. Okay. Oh, I am so sorry for this being annoying. Alright, so what you want to do now is we're going to go head on with beans. I don't think I'm happy with that juice. Let me pour some of this off. I'm right behind you, so pay me no attention. I'll pour some of that juice out. So this is Bush's Best Chili beans. Sorry, that's my security system. Use the mild chili sauce. Okay. Come on. I don't want to get my hands all into it. Okay. So spread you some beans in there. I use these because they have seasoning and it keeps you from, over seasoning. So we're going to put a healthy can of Las Negras, is what they're called in the Mexican food aisle at our local grocery. Hello, husband. My husband's here, so if you hear us chatting, pay it no attention. But he usually lets me know when he's approaching. So now we have, okay, times are hard, so Mike. Okay. Mikey is not in the house. That's his pin name because sometimes when I cook, he doesn't like my stuff, and it reminds me of the 70s commercial. Hey, Mikey, he likes it, like cereal, And life is a lot like cereal. So now, da-da-da! Okay, and here we go back with this awkwardness again. Okay. Oops. Okay. And I don't have my apron on today. So now what you want to do is you got your tortillas on the bottom. Gotta make sure I got enough of these things. Hang on. Okay. Oh, imagine if them were $100 bills, y'all, making it rain up in this bitch. Okay, so not funny. So what I'm gonna do, and this is a 4-cup bag. I'm just gonna blindfold it because when you've been cooking since you were a young girl, you kind of get it. So I am layering some mozzarella. I asked him to get me Colby Jack, the rustic cut. And he got me the skinny cheese. I'm like, ain't nobody in this house skinny, what? But you want to save some for the top. Of course, I'm making a mess, but that's quite all right. Okay. Wash my hands. That was grotesque. Okay. Let me get over here. And you don't want to put too much in it because it might overflow. I suggest putting your pan on top of another pan. Here we go. Da da da. And back to this foolishness again. Okay. I really got to learn the selfie stick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of Colby Jack. You know, this baby cheese. It's kind of like when I try to tell them, look, which would you rather have, 100 pounds of feathers or 100 pounds of bricks? Either way, you got 100 pounds, but the feathers are going to be much nicer, so he bought me this baby cheese, but that's all right, we'll make it work. I got backup. Refrigerator's so full, it's busting out. Who was it that sang that? I feel like busting loose, y'all. Alright. Here we go again. Sorry, I don't know how to edit, and I'm on my tablet. Da-da-da! I don't put this on my other channel. My other channel is my doorbell camera. And it's so hard to believe that, I gotta rest my back, y'all. It's so hard to believe that I put a lot of work into this channel. I think I'm shadow banned, even though I've got 1,300, 200 folks liking my stuff. But yet I get like 4,000 views on a bug that flies on my Ring camera, so go figure. So now that we got our cheese all nice and happy, I don't think I'm going to need a second can. And when we slip the next in, we'll slip the chiles. But I gotta use this enchilada sauce. Will be my next witness. So then you want to take another 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I hope this doesn't run into a part 2. If it does, please come and watch. So now I'm going to lay these down. Don't worry about the spaces in between. That means the goodness will cook up and actually crisp up. Hopefully, oh yeah, my hands are clean. Hopefully it won't bubble over, so I might have to be real cool with what I do next. I am going to add more beans because we're going to play the fart game later, you know, especially when you can like stick the old lady's head under the covers and let one Chernobyl fart loose. Oh, here I go. See, they make fun of that boy, but I'm telling you, these things are outlawed. I even bought an electric one. Oh my God, really? Okay, my name is not Josh Sanders, and I do know how to open a can opener. You know what? I'm gonna go back to what year was that? Alright. Let's go back to the OG. Okay. And it's wanting to strip, but I also don't have any strength. But this was the original can opener, and it's trying to give me shit. But we'll get it in there. Hang on. It's not wanting to give it up. What in the world? And I knew when I was making this, I'm like, knowing my luck. Alright, let me take some of this juice off. Just pour it down the sink. It won't hurt nothing. It's biodegradable. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, add a second can of 1 pound of the Bush's chili beans. Again, get all your food out your can because food is high. It was $190 today. A lot of it went on this because I was like, hey, hubby, I found us a cool recipe. But the recipe I initially found it was just meat, cheese, and flour tortilla. And I'm like, well, there's no fiber in that. And it sounds like some serious bubble gut's about to go down. Alright, in my trash box it goes. And we clean also as we go. So there's that. Okay, let's see if this one wants to open. Add another can of Rotel. And this is where I'm going to sneak the chilies in. Uh-oh, we don't want to eat that. Don't need that kind of iron in my diet. Okay, trash can. Alright, so I'm just going to swap this in here like this. Again, let's just spread this out. It's starting to get a little ugly over here. And my cats are like, what are you doing cooking? Because I usually let the old man cook. I taught him to cook, but he would never admit that. Okay. Now we're going to add the chilies. Now I am green chilies. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk funny and be silly and serious at the same time. This is just a Laura Lynn brand. On the East Coast, there's Bob Ingalls. He ran a really big grocery store chain here in the South. And when the hurricane hit us last year up there in the higher mountains, I'm in the lower part of the mountains, it almost wiped out our grocery store. For a long time, we couldn't get nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Okay. I'm just going to throw all these in here. Okay. Let me spread it out for you so you can see. Yeah, I might have overcompensated in what we needed, but that's alright. I'll be coming up with something else later with it. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot. I do have serious vocal cord discord. All those years of singing. I got what they call the Steve Perry curse. But I do have to have them operated on, so that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Okay, so once again, let me show you. Da-da-da! Came back to this foolishness again. Alright. So, we don't need those. Now, you want to save some cheese for the top, but this is where I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of this cheese. I don't really want to use a whole lot of mozzarella because I don't want a cheese pool on a dish like this. It's going to be hot and you wind up burning yourself. So okay, so that was a total, and this is Walmart brand, just as good. So I'm going to spread that about. Okay. Again, da da da. All right. Okay. Now, this is about as far as I think I can go with it. Let's see if this old Iron Maiden thing will work. Okay. It just does not want to open. Okay, there we go. Yay! Alright, this is enchilada sauce. Some people would call it the enchilada casserole. I just say it is what it is. So now I'm going to pour this on top of that cheese. Yep, it's filling up pretty fast, so this is probably going to be about all the cans. I hope you've been paying attention because this is a road casserole. So now that we got that there will have to be a part 2 when I take it out of the oven. I'll show it to you. From what I saw from the other ladies, mine is so much better. Okay. Again, killing it with the taco sauce. Taco seasoning. Yeah, it looks like a lot, but don't worry about it. Okay, I'd like to add another can of Hormel. Hang on a second, let me hit the pantry up. Oh, ta-da! I'm going to use one big can and then this can. Oh, yay! Of course, when you ain't got no fingernails, this thing's already a pain. That's it. Because we use the good hamburger, the 90-10 or whatever that is. Alright, what I'm going to do with this, just kind of lay it on there so you can taste the meat. I should have just used the big one, but this is getting a little full. Alright, so I'm going to spread that meat accordingly. Hope y'all are doing good today. Come visit my second channel. It's Sweet Gypsy Rose 5150. Like I said, it's so amazing, this whole YouTube thing. I think I pissed them off. I lost access to a region or some bullshit. And then one of them got muted. But I can't seem to access it from only this tablet and my old LG Stylio. it works when she wants to. So, ta-da, there's that. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm tired. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's all I know. So, wait a minute, okay, this is everything you just saw me add. Da-da-da! There's the trash can that's keeping me from passing out. And this goes, in case you're wondering, no, we don't drink. That's coffee, has to sit for 2 days, a whole can of that, 2 40s and 2 malt liquors. That makes that. But this will be days. And I've already did a video on how to make those. They're madly popular in the South. Alright. Alright. So now, I'm going to put this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is what it looked like. Do not put no more cheese on it until it comes out the oven. So that's pretty much how to make an enchilada, and I can cut this one, I can cut it this way. I can figure this should feed a family of 5. There's at least 6 ginormous servings if you consider the size of whatever these things are. I mean, I never was much into those, but as you can see, I still got enough money to go to the club, may rain. Okay, that's me trying to be funny. So put it in the oven. Excuse me, everybody does that online. Let me hear what she has to say. Hold on a second, enjoy the video. Okay, she baked hers on 375 for 20 minutes, but mine is twice the size. Oh God, this thing's heavy. Mine's twice the size of hers. You'd think I'm feeding the army, but what we like to do around here is make one big dish and then live on it for a day or two so nobody has to cook, or, you know, we can grab a sandwich. In the meanwhile, this sucks, even the one over there plugged into the wall sucks. And these, stop it, these, you're going to have to buy like a KitchenAid one, because this is some Bezos China shit that ain't worth a damn. But anywho, thank you for watching. Sorry, I'm in my gown. And looks like the boobs made the video. Woohoo! Okay, now I'm just talking out of my head, excuse me. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to cook mine on 40,000 degrees. Okay, I'm losing my voice. But anyway, save your leftover cheese, and then I'll have to add some when it comes out the oven. I'll show you. But cook it so these can get crispy and the other stuff can whelp up. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna put this on 400 for about 45 minutes, and then I'll come back and check it. So here's what it looks like. Had some residuals, sweat rag. Ooh. So this is what it looks like, and it's going into my nasty oven. So thank you for watching. Come back for part 2, and I'll show you the finished product. Well, I gotta go sit down in front of the fan and have another hot flash, because that's what us women get to do when we're standing in the kitchen busting butt. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. leave a comment. There will be a part 2. There's a second channel since YouTube wants to hold this one hostage. Sweet Gypsy Rose 5150, or this one, Sweet Gypsy Rose, as I am known by many and loved by few, and fuck the rest. So okay, that's the end of this cooking video. Peace, love, and granola. I will see you on the next one. Okay, stop.